Welcome to Chris Budget Gears and Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Thompson Target B27IMZ immobilize zones. Now we are going to be hitting on some very good stuff in this video, so make sure you stick all the way through. So the first thing is, this is a life-size target. Let me show you something. So that target right there is a life-size human torso. In this target, they have the T-zone, they have the critical upper chest area, and they also have the pelvic region too. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But why would you want this target? It gives you a better, more realistic depiction of what you'll see downrange, whether you're using the magnified optic or whether you're using iron sights. It gives you a more realistic depiction of what a target looks like downrange. Because let's say if you're like me, you have a 1:8 optic and you go to the range, you buy targets this size right here. I want to show you something. This target is actually the whole torso. So technically speaking, if you hang this target up at 200 yards and you can hit this target anywhere in the 7, you're basically hitting center mass of what you're shooting at. So a target like this gives you a better depiction and shows you what your weapon setup can actually do if you were to be firing at a target downrange, if you understand what I'm saying. A target like this is more for precision. Me, myself, I like running a 50-yard drill. So I probably use targets like this at 50 yards, and I use targets like this at 200 yards, because this will give me a better depiction of what I'm doing downrange. So, another reason why you may be interested in these targets, it allows you to actually see the target. Now just imagine trying to see this target at 200 yards shooting iron sights. It's kind of difficult. That target, not as difficult. So it allows you to actually stretch some of your iron sight weapons, allows you to stretch some of your 1X optic weapons, allows you to stretch them out to distance. Another reason why I like it is because it includes this right here, the pelvic immobilize zone. Now this is something that a lot of people may not think about, and hopefully once I say this, you'll kind of think about it, maybe spread the word. I think it's important. Regardless of what tyranny you may go up against, you have to realize that more than likely that tyranny is going to be armored. They're going to be wearing some kind of body armor. Most of the time, you're supposed to wear your body armor up high. So you have about that whole little section of unprotected area right there. And I don't care if it's the greatest tactical operator in the world with the best high-dollar equipment. If you put around the ammunition right here, you're going to make that threat a hell of a lot less effective than it would have been. So them including this area right here is very important. I think a lot of people forget about this area right here. Don't forget about that area right here. If you're going up against a threat that's wearing body armor, attack the pelvic immobilize zone. Because once again, I don't care if it's the greatest tactical operator in the world. I don't care what kind of gear they got. You put around the ammunition here, you're going to make them a hell of a lot less effective than they would have been. So that's something else I think a lot of people forget about too. And if you're just shooting on like little targets like this, you'll never be able to actually work on that. But with a target like that, you can actually work on that too. Just so you know, according to Thompson Target, this is what the police and I guess certain segments of the military use right here. But they really say that the police use this kind of target right here because it has the different zones. So that's just something to think about, man. I think these targets are a winner. Now, I don't want to say they're expensive, but they're like $30 for 25 targets. And you're mainly going to be using these for like at 200 yards and distance down range. So I think it's well worth the money. It has the T-zone, has the center mass, it has the pelvic immobilize zone I was just telling you about. I think we got us a winner with them targets right there. The targets will let me go ahead and stretch my M16A4 with the A2 carry handle, allow me to stretch that out to 200 yards. I can stretch my Vortex Spitfire 1X Prism Scope, I can stretch that out to 200 yards. And I actually be able to have a better depiction of what a human life-size target look like on 8 power downrange. So if y'all interested, they on Amazon. Check them out, man. Y'all be blessed, be safe. I'm out. And don't forget about that pelvic immobilize zone, man.